Okay, this was where we stopped yesterday or in the previous class. Okay, so this is how we have to draw a particular network diagram we have seen. So this is called as a network diagram. Okay, so this was the question or the problem. Activity was given, preceding activity was given, and duration was given to you. So this is one kind of problem, okay, which we have seen in the previous class. Now there is a one more kind of problem. There is a second kind. So usually out of these two, any one will be given to like any one type. Okay, basically using these two information, you can draw the network diagram. Okay, so the second one actually is very easy. Okay, so you will feel this because there is some kind of complication that you feel in the previous kind of data, but here it is directly given. So most of the students feel this as very easy. Okay, so note down this, draw the network diagram and find critical path and total float. Okay, and take down this particular table. Okay, name, activity node, and duration is given in terms of days. Okay, so take it down fast. So in terms of name, when they are telling you name, that means it is the activity that is given to you. Okay, so many a times activity can be mentioned. Otherwise, in general, they'll mention A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So again, in this case, they have mentioned A to K. Okay, A to K is mentioned to you. Just tell me once you finish this because it is very important for you to have this particular table with you. Then only you can draw a proper network diagram. So anything in this particular chapter to go about, the network diagram is very important. You need to know how to draw the network diagram. Then only you can move ahead with the next thing. So that is for critical path also, network diagram is very much important, and for total float also it is very much important. Okay, so the base of any problem to be solved in this particular project management for your syllabus, we need to be able to draw a particular network diagram based on the information what they have given to you. Okay, done. Have you copied?
No, sir.
Yes. Quick students, those who have not yet copied, I'll wait for another 10 seconds more. Okay, fine. Now let's draw the network diagram. So if you see, I have put that particular tabular column in short on top here. Okay, so that we can refer it and we can draw the network diagram. So earlier, I'll just go to the problem once. See here, what they have given, activity was given to you, then the preceding activity was given to you, then the duration was given. So here activity duration is given, but instead of the preceding activity, they have given the nodes. Okay, between what nodes this particular activity comes. Okay, so that is the only difference here. Okay, so see here, node, activity node. So activity node here is 1, 2, 2 they are giving. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4. So 1 is the first node. Okay, the first circle or the first node will be always 1. Okay, this is 1. So 1 to 2. So I'll take 1 to 2 like this. See here, next one 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 4 are also from 1 itself. So they'll start from node 1. So I'll take on top like this. Okay, I'll draw this as 2. This is node 2. Arrow should be there. I told you significance of arrow is also there. So A. Okay, I'll not put the duration here, but you need to put duration in brackets like this. Okay, so for 1 I'll put, rest I'll not put. Okay, the duration is 2. Okay, next is 1, 2, 3. So it will be coming here like this. So don't draw at present. So if you are drawing, draw it big. Okay, so that there are other numbers which will be coming here next to A and under A. Okay, so other numbers will be there. So make sure that you are drawing big arrows. Right, so 1, 2, 2. Then 1, 2, 3 is B. So 3 I'll put here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is B. Then 1 to 4. 1 to 4. So this is C. So this is 4 here. Then comes 2 to 5. So 2 to 5 will be here like this. Sorry, I have to draw the arrows. 2 to 5. This is my 5, 2 to 5. So what is it? 2 to 5 is D. So D will be here like this. Okay, then is E. E is 3 to 5. So this is directly joining here. 3 to 5 will be my E. So this is my E. Then F. F is 3 to 6. 3 to 6. Where is 6? 6 is not at their form. Okay, 3 to 6. I'll be drawing 6 like this. 3 to 6. So this is 6. So what is this? 3 to 6 is F. So I'll put F here. Then G is 3 to 7. Where is 7? 7 is also not at there for me. So what I'll do? I'll put 7 here like this. 3 to 7. Arrow is very important again. 3 to 7. Okay. Then 4 to 6. Oh, what happened here? See this here 4 to 6. There is in between one more line 7 that is coming to me. So instead of what you can do, we can interchange 6 and 7. Okay. So I'll go here. I'll just change that. I'll show it to you how to do it. Okay. At times this happens. Okay. So now if you see 4 to 6 is there. 4 to 6 is H. So but we are bypassing this. Okay. For this you will get confused. So what we'll do is we'll exchange 6 and 7. Okay. Why 6 and 7 is exchanged? Okay. So 6 was here, 7 was here. So I'll make this as 7 now. Make this as 7. This as 6. Okay. So I'll make this as 6 and this as 7. So what will happen? Okay. So if you are not interchanging, so you need to take a diversion which will not look that good in terms of line diagram. So these are straight lines which we are drawing. Right. So now if you see 4 to 6, I can draw directly. 4 is here, 6 is here, I can draw direct straight line. 4 to 6 and I can mark it as H. So if you see from 3 only 6 is also originating and 7 is also originating. I mean E and F. If you see E and F, so both are originating. Sorry, 3 to 6, 3 to 6, 3 to 6 is F. So I need to change that also. I forgot F. Then 3 to 7 is G. So I have to draw G here. Okay. So if you see G, F and G, both are originating from 3 itself. So if they are coming from 3, you can draw it on the top or bottom. It's not an issue. Okay. So if you can interchange A, B, C also. Okay. Instead of drawing A on top, you can draw it at the bottom also. So it may change, but it will not hamper. It should not hamper the overall network diagram basically. Okay. So 4 to 6 is done. H is done. Next is I. I is 5 to 7. So 5 to 7. It is here. 5 also is there. 7 also is there. So it is I. 5 to 7. I. Then J. J is 6 to 8. 6 to 8. So 8 is not there for me. So I'll draw 6 to 8 here. Okay. This is 8. So 6 to 8. 6 to 8 is J. J. Then K is 7 to 8. So 8 is already there, 7 is also there. So 7 to 8 will be my K. Okay. So this is how we are drawing the network diagrams. Okay. So here it starts from node 1 to node 8. Okay. And the activities are A to K. Fine. So we are drawing from A, that is 1 to 2, B 1 to 3. So yesterday I explained. So burst and merge event. So this is a burst event starting at the node 1 itself. So node 1 has 3 activities starting simultaneously. Okay. So this is A will start, B will start and C will start. Right. So it is an burst event. It is many activities are coming out of one particular node. Okay, so it is called as burst event. Then merge event, yes, we are having 2 merge events. If you see, so one is no, not 2, 3, 4. 4 merge events are there. If you see, one is I or node 5, node 7, node 6, and node 8. So these are merge nodes, that two activities are coming and merging at one node. Okay, so for 5, if you see node 5, D and E are coming and merging. For node 7, G and I are merging. For node 6, F and H activities are merging. Okay, so this is how we are getting different nodes like the burst and merge events. Okay, so this is the general way of drawing the network diagram based on this kind of information what they are given, where the node is been given to you. So between what node I am having the network, sorry, the activity. Okay, earlier question it was precedence was given to you. So that's why remember always, once again I'll repeat, the activity is an arrow and not the node. And activity starts from a node and ends at a node. So this is the second point which you need to remember. And the third point is the network starts from one node and ends at one node only. There will be no activity or no node that will be just lying outside here and there. Okay, you have to come and join all the things at last one node, and you have to start from only one node, right? So these three things are very important. Okay, so note down these things if you have not already noted down. Three things. One, an activity is always an arrow. Okay, one. Second one is an activity starts from a node and ends at a node. This is the second one. Okay, third one, and network diagram starts with one node and ends with only one single node. Okay, starts with one node and ends with only one node. Okay, this is me drawing to you like how to draw, and I have already made this particular network diagram. Okay, so you can copy this. Okay, so you can see I have written this A, B, D and all at the very beginning to the node. Okay, because I need that particular space in front. Okay, so I need that particular space in front of the arrow. So always make sure you are writing the activity and the duration above, okay, on top of the line. So as and when you finish, just let me know. So we can move to the next part towards the critical path, how to go about the critical path. Done copying, students, or still you guys need time? Yeah, students, respond. You need more time or can I move ahead?
Next step, sir.
Okay. So next step, there are two passes we need to take. One is the forward pass and the other one is the backward pass. So first we'll look at the forward pass. Okay, so before going there, the network diagram should be drawn properly. Otherwise, you will not end up with the right answer. Okay, the network diagram should be properly drawn. So forward pass will write always on top of the arrow. Okay, so if you see here A2, so this is a line that the activity is there. On top of that we'll write again in a bracket, or in some textbooks they'll put square boxes. Okay, two we need to write. So at the start time and the end time will be written here. Okay, so this is the forward pass. It starts from one node 1 and it will end at node 8. So this is the forward pass we call, starts from 1 to 8. So if you see activity A, so what is the start time for activity A? So it is always 0. It will start at 0 time. And what is the time duration it is requiring? So it is written in the bracket 2. So 0 comma 2 is the start and end time for A in the forward pass. So always remember it will be written on the top of the arrow. So B7. So B is here. Again it will start at 0 only because it is starting at 1. 0 comma 7. Okay, so this is my forward pass again 0 comma 7. For C it will be 0 comma 8. 0 comma 8. Right. So this is my forward pass activities, the start and the end for the first three, that is A, B, and C. Next is D. If you see D, so at what time it starts? It starts after A, and A will finish at 2. Okay, so 2 comma, what is the duration for D? D is 3. So you need to add 2 plus 3. It is 5. Okay, 2 comma 5 is the thing which finishes, like activity D starts at 2 and ends at 5. Okay, so similarly coming to 6, that is E. E, node 3, come to node 3. So if you see here node 3, so when will it start? It will start after B. So it will start when it will start for at B. So it will start at 7. So B will end at 7 and E will start at 7. So it will be 7 comma 7 plus 6, because duration of E is 6. 7 plus 6 is 13. So it is 7 comma 13. Okay, 7 comma 13. So next coming to G. Okay, G, if you see, it is 4. So again when it will start? It will start after B only. So again 7 comma 7 plus 4 is 11. Okay, so this is for G. Then for F, if you see, it will start again at 7 after B. Then 7 plus 10, it is 17. 1, 7. This is 17. 7 comma 17. So coming to H now. H, when it will start? It will start after C. So C will end at 8. So it is 8 comma 8 comma 8 plus 6 is 14. 8 comma 14. Okay. 8 comma 14. So next coming to I. I, if you see, two things are coming here. Okay, D and E are coming to I. Okay, D and E are coming to I. So D, it is finishing at 5. E is finishing at 13. Okay, but to start I, it is after D and E. So I have to take the maximum one. Okay, I have to take the maximum one. So it is 13. It will start at 13. I will start at 13. Okay, then 13 plus 2, it is 15. 15. 13 comma 15. So now if you see again at 7 or K, node 7 or activity K, again two activities are there which are preceding it, that is I and G. So which is highest we need to take? Always in the forward pass, the highest duration will be taken. Okay, so it will be 15. It will start at 15 comma 15 plus 6 is 21. Okay, so this is 15 comma 21. So whichever is left, now last is J is left, activity J is left. So for activity J, again there is a merge event. So one is 17 and the other one is 14 ending. So F will end at 17, H will end at 14. So which I told highest we need to take. So your this one will be 17 comma 17 comma 17 plus 5. What is 17 plus 5? 17 plus 5 is 22. So 17 comma 22. So this is forward pass. Okay, this is the forward pass. So just take this down. Always remember, on top of the arrow you need to write this. Take this down on top of the arrow. Okay, I'll explain once again after you taking it down. Okay, so finish fast and let me know once you finish. Okay, I'll explain once again. Done, students? Done taking it down? Nothing much. You have to just go on adding. When it will start, the duration you need to add to that, and the ending time will come to you. Okay, so that is what you need to write. When it will start, when it will finish. Only that much you need to focus here. When it will start, when it will finish. Only that should be written. Yeah, students, done. How many of you have finished? Can I move ahead, or you want some more time? Yeah, students, respond. If you have finished, I'll explain once again what we did. Another 10 seconds, students. Then I'll explain once again. Then we'll go to the next step. Okay, you can take down this also. Forward pass I have written. This is the way we need to write it. Okay, in front on top of the line. So forward pass, if you see, for A, it will start at 0. So always when you are starting anything, you have to take time as 0. Okay, 0 to the duration is 2. So it will be 0 comma 2 here. Okay, then for B, it is 7. Duration is 7. Again, it will start at 0. So 0 comma 7. For C, again it is starting at node 1. Start at 0. And the duration is 8. 0 comma 8. So coming to node 2 now. For D, so it will start after 2. So 2 it will end at sorry, not 2. It will start after A, activity A, and activity A finishes at 2. So the activity D will start at 2 itself. So 2 plus the duration required for activity D is 3. So 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. So 2 comma 5. Right. So coming to E, activity E. So here if you see, it will start after B. So B will end at 7. So 7 plus what is the duration required for E? It is 6. So 7 plus 6 is 13. So I have to write it on top. So next coming to activity G. So G again it starts after B. So that means it will start at 7 plus 4 is 11. Okay, so it is 11 here. Then activity F. F will start again after B. So it will start at 7 and 7 plus 10. The duration required is 10. 7 plus 10 is 17. Now coming to activity H. So activity H, if you see, so it will start after activity C. So activity C will end at 8. That means our activity will at H will start at 8. Okay, plus what is the duration? It is 6. So 8 plus 6 is 14. So 8 comma 14. Now coming to activity I, that is on top, fifth one. So I, if you see, there are two activities that are coming here, that is E and D. So after both only I can start I. That means I have to take the maximum. So maximum duration is 13, which is here. So 13 it will start, plus 2 is 15. So 13 plus 2 is 15 here. So next at 7. So come to node 7. So if you come to node 7, So again, there are two activities that are merging here. So it's a merge event again. So which is highest here? We need to take highest is 15. So on top, if you see I is the 15, that is the maximum. So G, if you see, it is at 11, finishes at 11, and I will finish at 15. So I have to take 15. So 15 plus 6 here. 15 plus 6 is equal to 21. So 21 is the ending duration here at K. So now coming to the node 6. So node 6, again it is a merge event where two events are merging. So one ends at 14 and the other ends at 17. Okay, so 17 we need to take 17 comma 22. Why 22? 17 plus duration is 5. 17 plus 5 is 22. So this is the forward pass. Okay, so completed, students. Can I move to the next thing? That is the backward pass. Yeah, students, respond. Can you hear me? Yeah, students, can you hear me?
Yes,
Or
sir.
is there
Next
an...
step, backward pass.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you got what is forward pass, how to do it, and always
Yes,
remember
sir.
forward pass is written on top, that is on the top of the arrow, that is the activity, and the backward pass will always be written at the bottom. Okay, so for the examiner or for you, whenever you see, okay, if you give this notes to someone else and if they know this particular thing, so always when they see any number on top of the line, that means it is the forward pass, and anything that will be written bottom the line or the down the line, so it is the backward pass. So forward pass, it started from 1 to 8, right? The backward pass will start from 8 to 1. So it will always start from 8 to 1. So if you see the maximum duration, here it is 22, here it is 21. So we need to take 22. So this particular project, for example, if this is a project, so the maximum time that it is taking is 22. So that has to be written. Okay, so duration, I'll tell that to you later. But if you see the maximum out of the whole thing, that is whichever is coming and joining here at 8. Okay, so if you see 21 is there and 22 is there, so you have to take the maximum one, that is 22. So now the backward pass, we are going backward from 8 to 1. So similarly 8 to 1, if you see, I need to take the maximum. I told you maximum to be taken. So maximum is 22. So first we need to write the this side one. So 22 will be written here first, then comma 22, and start will be 22 minus 5. 22 minus 5, how much? Can everybody tell me 22 minus 5? Yes, students. 22 minus 5. I want the answers. So instead of just me telling you,
17.
I'm asking you now. 17. Right.
17.
So 17 will come here. Okay, 17 comma 22. Next, if we will go to K. So for K, so what will be the ending? Ending will be again 22. 22 comma. So 22 minus 6. What is 22 minus 6?
16.
16. Okay, so if you see, there is a variation in the top one, that is the forward pass, and the bottom one, that is the backward pass. Top one is 15 comma 21. Second one is, or the backward pass is 16 comma 22. But in this case, it is same, 17 comma 22 and 17 comma 22. So don't worry. So it will change for some of the activities, and for some of the activities it will not change. So now coming to the I, the activity I. So activity I, if I want to write, so again I told bottom I need to write. So activity I, when it will end, it will end at 16. Okay, 16 is there here, right? So 16 I need to write first. Ending will be 16. Okay, so comma. So when it will start, 16 minus 2. What is 16 minus 2? It is 14. So again, if you see, top and bottom are different. Okay, here it is 13, 15. Now it is 14, 16. So now coming to the next one, that is G. So what is G? Again, I'll write at the bottom itself here. So when it will end, it will end at 16 again. Okay, it will end at 16, because after what it will be, like backward we are going. So after 7, I'm getting this. So it will start at 16. So that will be the ending of this particular thing. Okay. So whatever is the start of the next one will be the end of the previous one. Okay. So similar thing while going in front, whatever the ending point, it will start the next point. So backward we are going now. So we need to focus on 16. So 16 is the ending here. So 16 minus 4 is 12. So this will be 12 comma 16. Okay, so why this is 12? Because the duration is 4 here. So I have to subtract 4 from 16. So 16 minus 4 is 12. Okay, now coming to F. So F, if you see, so what is the ending? It will come after 6. So that is 17. So my 17 is my ending here. Okay, comma 17 minus 10. What is the duration? 10. So 17 minus 10 is 10 again. So 10 comma 17. Sorry, 17 minus 10 is 7, not 10. I'm very sorry. I'll remove that. This is not 10. This is 7. Okay, this is 7. 17 minus 10 is 7. So now coming to H. H, when it will end at 17. The start of the next one. So it will end at 17 here. 17, comma. So 17 minus 6. 17 minus 6 is 11. So 11 comma 16 is for H. Now coming to D. Coming to D. So if you see D, so when it will end at 14. So 14. First we need to write, then comma. So 14 minus 3, again 11. 11 comma 14. So now coming to E. E. So when it will end, again it is 14. So 14 will be writing here 14. Okay, comma. So when it will start, so 14 minus 6. So what is 14 minus 6? Yeah, tell me now. 14 minus 6.
8.
8. This is 8 comma 14. Okay, this is done. This is done. Now this is also done. Now we are going back again. So what is not done now? So somewhere we had to have some. Okay, fine, whatever. I'll see it later. Now, okay, now coming to A. A1. So when it will end? A1 will end at 11. So this is start, right? So A1 will end at 11, comma 11 minus 2. What is 11 minus 2? Yeah, 11 minus 2, students.
9.
9. So this is 9 comma 11. So now coming to B. B, what I need to take now for B? Where it will end? B will end at where? So there are three things that are coming back. So one is 8 is there, one is 12, and one is 7. So which one we need to take? We need to take the lowest one. So remember, so we need to take the lowest one. So while going forward, we need to take the highest one. While coming back, we need to take the lowest one. So 7 I have taken. So what is the duration? Is 7. So what is 7 minus 7? 0. So 0 comma 7 is this. So now coming to C. So C, there is only one. So 11 is the ending. So that will be the ending here, 11. So comma 11 minus, what is the duration? Is 8. So 11 minus 8. What is 11 minus 8?
3.
3. So it is 3 comma 11. So just check, have we left anything, or everywhere we have taken the backward pass? So for A, yes, we have taken the backward pass. B, S, C, D we have taken, E we have taken, F we have taken, G we have taken, H we have taken, I we have taken, J and K. So this is the backward pass. Okay. So here it is bit what you call smudged up because of my handwriting. Okay, I'll go to the backward pass. You can copy this again. So always remember, forward pass on top it is written, backward pass it is written at the bottom. Right? So write this one. So finish this and let me know. So after doing this, we'll go to the critical path. Take down, and as and when you finish, you just let me know. Okay, just don't sit for others. As and when you finish, you tell me in the mic so that I can understand that you guys have finished. Yeah, students, don't take much time because everything is ready. You just need to copy the numbers at the bottom of that particular arrow. Here in this particular diagram, what I have given is the activity, the duration, the forward pass as well as the backward pass. So everything it looks like this. So if you are not well versed with this particular thing, it just seems like only bit numbers, some circles, some arrows, and few numbers and some alphabets. It looks just like that. So it should not happen. So when you are drawing, so draw as big as possible if you want. Okay, so that you can measure it properly and write where all we need to write the activity, the duration of the activity, the forward pass, and the backward pass. Okay. So that's why I told draw as big as possible. So if you have not drawn properly now, because in the initial first or two diagrams, this happens. Okay, so after this class, you can draw bigger as big as required. Okay, you can draw this particular diagram, network diagram. Then you can mark the forward pass, backward pass, the activity, and the duration properly so that you don't get confused. So I can only draw this much, not much bigger than this because space is less. But I hope you can make out like which is the forward pass. As I told you to identify, the top of the arrow is always the forward pass. The bottom of the arrow is always the backward pass. And again, the duration and the activity numbering will be done on top of the arrow itself. So if you are referring any of the textbooks, some textbooks will give you in brackets like this. Okay, some textbooks will draw boxes, okay, on top and the bottom. Okay, and boxes will be drawn. So in the boxes, they'll write this 2, 3, 5, whatever the beginning and the ending will be written in the boxes. So don't get confused. Everything is the same. The representation only is a bit varying. That is, instead of the brackets, they'll be drawing boxes. That's all. And again, the representation is the same. On top of the arrow, it is the forward pass, and the bottom of the arrow, it is the backward pass. Or both can be drawn in one place only, but the top and the bottom represents the forward pass and the backward pass itself. Okay, and the first letter or the first number will always represent the start of the activity, and the second number will always be representing the end of that particular activity. Done, students? Are you done with this? If you need more time, please respond, sir. More time, not yet done.
Done, sir.
Okay, one person is done. Others still need time. Okay, so leave everything. You can copy it later. So now focus. So now just identify and tell me from which node to which node or what activities are having the same forward pass and the backward pass. Same forward pass and the backward pass. So I told you like while starting at node 7 and node 6, I told you So node 7 or K, it is having forward passes 15 and 21 and backward passes 16 and 22. These are different. So if you see at node 6 to 8, in between, if you see, that is J. So J activity has 1722 and 1722. So just tell me where all we are having the same forward pass and the backward pass, like 1722 and 1722 in this case at J5. Where all we have same?
At B,
At
F,
at
B,
B, F, and J. Okay. So the critical
F,
path. So how to find the critical path? Critical path is wherever we are getting the same forward pass and the backward pass. So this is the critical path. So you have just found out B, F, and J. So which are the nodes that they are moving through? 1, 3, 6, and 8. So this is your critical path. And the duration of this particular project is 22. Okay. So that's how we will be writing it. So if you see here, so I have marked, you have to mark like this, 2 arrows, one more line you need to draw for showing the critical path. So draw line, one more line from 1 to 3, 3 to 6, and 6 to 8. So this represents the critical path. Okay, draw like this. So for you to understand, I have drawn it in red. Okay, so like that we need to draw one more line. So the critical path will be of 2 lines. Okay, one arrow and one more line to show that it is the critical path. So after drawing that, right here at the left side of this particular screen, you can see the different paths. So what are the different paths? A, D, I, K. So if you see A is from 1 to 2. I have written that also. 1, 2, 5, 7, 8. 1, 2, 5, 7, 8 is one of the way reaching from 1 to 8. So these are all the different paths from where I can reach from 1 to 8. 1, 2, 5, 7, 8 is 1. And if you add all the durations, so A is 2. Okay, D is 3. I is 2 and K is 6. If you add all these durations, I am getting 13. So that is what you need to write. Then second is B, E, I, K. Okay. So B again starts from 1. B, E is here at 3 to 5. Okay. B, E, I, K. So the numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7, 8. So these are the nodes from where I am traveling. 1, 3, 5, 7, 8. And if I add all the durations here, I am getting 21. Okay, next is BGK. So directly straight line BGK. So BGK, it travels from 1378. If you add all the durations, I'm getting 17. So similarly, next one is BFJ. Okay, that is 1368. And I'm getting the duration, total duration as 22. And this BFJ 1368 is your critical path, because critical path will be having the always the highest number of duration. So if you see 13, 21, 17, 22, and 19. So out of this, highest is 22. So that will be the critical path. And there is one more path, C wala path. So that is CHJ. Okay, that is 1468. If you add, I am getting 19. Okay, that's why critical path is written here. Critical path is equal to 1368. That is BFJ. So I can write is equal to 22 days. 22 days. I can write that also here. Then at the last, I am writing the total duration, that is 22 days. So many times in the examination, they'll ask you what, draw the network diagram only. So it could be there for 7 marks. Okay. Or they could ask you the critical path and duration. So once you find the critical path, you'll find the duration. Okay. Critical path and duration. So for anything to do here, we need to draw the network diagram. So network diagram is the base. So after drawing the network diagram, we'll be finding the critical path. Okay. Critical path and the duration. So duration will tell me the total number of time that is required to finish that particular project. So in this case, minus 22 days. In this problem, it is 22 days. And the critical path is 1368. And it is basically what you call depicted as double lines. Okay, between those particular nodes. Okay, so it is 1368, 1 to 3, draw a double line, 3 to 6, draw a double line, 6 to 8, draw a double line. Double in the sense, one more line to be added with that particular arrow which I already drawn. Right. So this is the critical path, finding out the critical path. I'll go back to the I hope you have already completed writing this. Okay, or you can write it on your own. Like it is not a big deal. Like how we can, which all ways we can go from 1 to 8. That is what is written here. Different paths. 12578, 13578, 1378, then 1368, and 1468. So these are all the different paths which I can go, and the durations need to be added, and they are written at the end is equal to, right? So this is the critical path. So I'll go back to the problem. So what all they have given? So draw the network diagram and find critical path. So critical path is done. So but second one is total float. I need to find the total float. So are you done with this till here? Till critical path you have understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes? Okay, good. I hope you have copied everything down. Next, now moving to the total float. So how to draw this total float? So this is a table what you need to draw. Okay, what you need to draw. Like in this case, I have drawn this table, or else what you can do is you can continue after this. So here you can continue after this. Name, activity, node, duration is there, right? I hope you have some space here. You can continue there. Okay, or as I did, you can directly write it here. Okay, so only thing is you need to know this particular activity where it is. So name is written here. I can put activity also here. ACT. Okay, so this is activity also. And this ES, so I did not have much of space, so I had to crunch it. So it is ES is early start. ES is early start. EF is early finish. LS is latest start, and LF is latest finish, and TF is total float. Okay, these things you write in your book properly. ES is early start, EF is early finish, LS is latest start, LF is late finish, and TF is total float. So many a times they may ask you total float directly, or they can give you this ES, EF, ES, and LF. Find out these. Everything is the same. Okay, so to even find the total float, we need to find these things. Okay, so I have put that diagram also for you. The critical path wala diagram I have put it here next to this. So I'll just tell you how to write. Okay, so for ES and EF, we need to focus on the forward path. Okay, that means we need to write anything that is on top of the arrow. So if you see for A, what is the top? 0, 2. So start will be 0, early start is 0, early finish is 2. So for B, it is 0, 7. So 0 and 7. For C, it is 0, 8 on top. 0, 8. 0, 8 is written here. So for D, coming to D, on top what is there? 2 to 5. So you need to write 2 and finishes 5. Okay. Then for E, go to E. Where is E? E is here. E is up is 7, 13. So I have to write 7 and 13. Okay. Similarly, you have to write it for all the activities. So at last, if you see K, where is K? K is here. K 15 and 21. So it is 15 and 21 is written here. Okay, that is early start and early finish. So you can take down till then early start and early finish. So we'll go with the latest start and latest finish after that. Take this table down now. Make it fast. Take down only till early start and early finish. I am talking about the numbers what is been written. So later on you can write the latest start and latest finish. Yeah, students, done. Have you taken down the table?
Yes, sir.
So okay, coming to the latest start or the late start and finish. Some people will use latest, some people will use late. Okay, but anyway, it is the means the same. So we are starting it later. So now we need to write the things that is later. That is the backward pass we need to write. Okay, so for ES and EF, what you have written, it is the forward pass. That is on top of the arrow. Okay, now for the backward pass or the LS and LF, we need to write the backward pass for that particular activity. So for A, if you see what is A, 9 and 11. So I have written 9 and 11 here. So for B, bottom it is 0 and 7. Okay, so 0 and 7 is written here. Sorry, 0 and 7 is written here. Then for C, under it is 3 and 11. So 3, 11 is written. For D, it is 11, 14. So write 11 and 14. Okay, so similarly E, if you see E is under that, it is 8 and 14 here, it is written here. So it is 8 and 14. So for F it is here 7 and 17, again 7 and 17. Similarly for all, I'll just go to the last one directly, that is K. K is 16 and 22. 16 and 22. Right, so take this down now. So for latest start and latest finish, sorry, or early start and early finish, you have to write the numbers which you have got for the forward pass. For latest or late start and late finish, you have to write the numbers which you have got in the backward pass. Okay, so finish this fast and let me know. Then we'll find out the total float. Done, students? Done taking down? Faster, students, faster.
Done, sir.
Done. So others, leave everything. Now we are finding out total float. Focus on the screen. So what is total float? TF is equal to, okay, what is TF? TF is equal to early start minus early finish, or the other way around, sorry. Sorry, start means start, LS minus ES. So LS minus ES, or LS minus ES, or LF minus EF. LF minus EF. So whatever. So whether you are taking start or finish, both needs to be taken. The highest minus the smallest. So always if you see the latest, LS will be always higher. The second one will be higher. Okay. The first one will be lower. So always if you see here, I'll take start. So earlier start, early finish. So this is 9 minus 0 is 9. So that is written here. That is your float. So second one, 0 minus 0 is 0. Next is 3 minus 0 is 3. Then 11 minus 2 is 9. 8 minus 7 is 1. Okay. And 7 minus 7 is 0. Then 12 minus 7 is 5. Then 11 minus 8 is 3. Then 14 minus 13 is 1. 17 minus 17 is 0. Then 16 minus 15 is 1. So similarly, you can see the other way around also. So 11 minus 9. So here 11 minus 9. A, if I go 11 minus 9 is 9 again. So 7 minus 7 is 0 again. So 11 minus 8 is 3 again. 14 minus 5 is 9 again. So anyone you can take. Early start minus, latest start minus early finish, or latest finish minus early finish. So anything you can take. Okay. You are getting the answer as the same. Okay. So anyone you remember, start or finish. So late start minus late start minus early finish, or late finish minus early finish. So remember this, whatever you are taking, it is finish or start. So if you minus those things, higher minus lower, you are getting the float. So that is the float. This is the total float what we are getting. So this diagram, this table we need to draw in the examination. So if they ask you total float, if not, if they ask you just early start, early finish, still then remove the float wala column and rest all you need to write again. Okay. So if you see here, focus, what is our this one critical path 1368, right? 1368. So it is BFJ. I'll write it here, B, F and J, right? BFJ is our critical path. See, check here, B, I'll underline that only, B, F and J. So if you see the float for these three, it will be always 0. So B is 0. Yes, I'll put a square. F, yes, it is a 0. And J, it is a 0. So if you have done any mistakes while calculating your critical path, you will not get 0 over there. Okay, your critical path will always be 0. So that is the minimum time duration to complete the project. So that's why the total duration, the duration of the project will be always the total duration of the critical path. So that's why we take it as critical path. So we cannot change anything here in the critical path. But so whatever time you are getting here, see here 9. For A we are getting 9. For B it is 0. For 3 it is for C it is 3. That means I can alter these many days. Okay. So for A, if I take 9 days extra or 9 hours extra, whatever duration, here it is what they have given. Duration is in hours, I think. No, days. So days they have given. So 9 days I can vary 9 days. I can delay it by 9 days, but you should not do it. But I am having excess time of 9 days to finish A. For B, I don't have anything. For C, I can take extra 3 days. So that is what is this total float. That means I can float my work for more number of time. If actual time duration is 2 for A, but if you are not able to finish in 2, you can extra take some time up to 9. Okay, so that is what it is. Okay, but for others, for critical path, if you see 0, there is no extra time given to you for the activities in the critical path. Okay, so that is what this means basically. So some time more is there for other activities than the critical path. Okay, so that's why the maximum duration your project will finish is the duration that the critical path always takes. Right. So any doubts here? Understood what is total float? Total float is the difference of start or finish and finish. So to get this, you need to draw the network diagram properly, the forward pass properly, and the backward pass properly. Then only you'll get this. Okay. And this is a kind of what you call a step where we can find out whether we have done any mistakes or not. Okay. So that is, check the critical path wala activities where you should get total float as 0. In this case, BFJ, and check BFJ, the total float will be 0. Okay, that means we have done correct everywhere. No mistakes have been done anywhere. Okay. Done. Take this down. I'll remove all the things what is being written here. Okay. Erase all. Okay. So take down till here. Everything. So I hope no need to copy. You can just directly find out the values over there. So subtracting one from the other. Okay. So latest start from earliest start or latest finish from earliest finish. If you take the subtraction there, you will get the total float. So this is what is the thing which ends your problem. So up to total float they have asked, we have found till total float. So for this, what we need to do? Draw the network diagram, then forward pass, backward pass, find out the critical path, duration, Then come and make this particular tabular column stating the early start, early finish, latest start and latest finish. And when you take the subtraction or the difference of start and finishes, so you'll get the total float. So here we stop this particular class. Rest we'll continue in the next class. Any doubts, students, in this? So only thing is you need to practice a lot in this case.